Hello YouTube Nation and welcome to the Sparkly Orange Panda channel where laughing is required. This is Sporta and today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite Studio Ghibli films. So usually Studio Ghibli is paired with Disney, I believe, and Disney takes Studio Ghibli's films, translates them, and then they push it out to the US so we can watch them. If you guys don't know Studio Ghibli, please go look up some of their films after you watch this video. And they are pretty darn fabulous. I love them. My favorite guy to make these movies, his name is Hayao Miyazaki, and I believe he's retired, but I'm not sure, so if you guys know if he's retired or not, please tell me. Yeah, so without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite Hayao Miyazaki films. Just a warning right now, guys, this video is going to have spoilers because I cannot give my opinions without kind of, revealing stuff about the movie. So if you guys do not want to have any spoilers for any of these movies, then please stop watching right now. Also, these movies are rated in accordance to how much I can rewatch them, because I honestly couldn't think of which ones are better than the other, because they're all so good. So, do not take offense if any of these are your favorite movie and it's at the bottom of my list. That just means that I can't really watch it all that much, because I remember the movie and I don't want to get tired of any of them. So, they're rated about how much I can watch them instead of how good they are. If you are still here, thank you for continuing to watch, and here we go. My first movie on this list would have to be Howl's Moving Castle. Okay, honestly, this is one of my very favorite movies, because it's like an all-in-one package, plus I'm a sucker for romance. So this whole plot revolves around one word: jealousy. A female witch goes into the main character's hat shop and curses her to become old, and she can't tell anyone who did this or what's happening to her because the curse won't let her. And the whole reason this female witch does this is because the main character was seen with Howl in the beginning, and she was associating with him, and the female witch was trying to get his heart from him, because that's highly valued throughout this whole book, and this whole movie, I should say, because this movie was actually derived from a book, which I actually didn't know until I looked it up, by the way. So you can actually read this story in book form as well, which I think is really cool. The second movie on this list is named From Up on Poppy Hill, and it's a newer movie, and it's a really cute romance, but with like a twist in the middle that really I literally cried during the first time I watched it, because I'm really sympathetic towards all this sort of stuff, and it just it made me feel in pain with the characters in the movie, and that's just what a good movie does, and it made me want to rewatch it over and over again, because this boy and this girl think that they are brother and sister, but they didn't know that, so they have crushes on each other and they can't get over their feelings, and it just really pulls out your heartstrings that they can't, it's a forbidden love, but they're perfect together, and in the end they are not brother and sister. You find that out at the very last scene, basically, so it's not a weird romance, and it still works out in the end. Number 3 on my list is Castle in the Sky, which is a classic. I just love it. It has this really old-timey storytelling feel, but not, and it's just good feelings all over, because again, it's another romance. It's kind of not Like, it's hinted at in the story, kind of, that it is, but it's not outright in doing it. Like, they have feelings for each other, but it could be friendly feelings. It doesn't have to be romantic feelings, but I think it is romantic because they share, like, looks in the story, and it's super cute. But in the story, there's this castle, and it's in the sky, and it's called Laputa. And it was this old civilization, kind of like the Mayans or the Aztecs, but way advanced. And they use these crystals to keep themselves floating in the air, and these bad guys want to, like, steal its riches and stuff. And the main characters basically have to stop them. Number 4 on the list is Spirited Away, and it is actually the first movie I have ever watched from Studio Ghibli. And yes, it is number 4, because when I first watched it, I honestly didn't get anything that was going on. But then I gave it another try, and I found it to be super adorable and amazing. And you find all of these really cute characters in it that are probably from the Chinese or Japanese folklore and from actual stories from, that culture. And you really start to think, this is cool. Like, these are actual, probably, like, creatures from stories. And, yeah. And the story is also very cute because this girl gets trapped in a wash house and she has to work her way out and find her mom and dad, and they turn into pigs because they ate offering food for, like, the spirits there, and she has to, like, save her mom and dad really fast or they're gonna get eaten. Okay, the last one on this list is called My Neighbor Totoro. Totoro is the cutest creature I have ever seen. He is my favorite. And I think that he has become sort of like Mickey Mouse for Disney, because I do not believe that this was their first movie that they made, but I think that Totoro became like their franchise creature to put on the front. But it's super awesome. These 2 children have a very sick mom who's in the hospital, and she's quote unquote getting better in the beginning, but as it goes throughout, there's complications with her health, and they start to worry and all these other sorts of things. And this forest dwelling tree creature, or should I say, he dwells in the huge spiritual tree in the forest, helps them. And the little sister in this gets lost, and Totoro helps find her way back home in a cat bus. Who doesn't love that? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked what I said and my opinions in this video, then please like, and if you really liked what you saw in this video, please hit subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And again, this is just an opinion video. You guys have your own opinions, and please feel free to comment them down in the comment section below. But please be nice when you're doing the comments. I don't want to have to bring up any weird stuff. But please also, if you guys want to tell me what your guys' favorite movies are, then that's great too, because I really like to get to know people. And I love just talking to people. So comment down below your favorite movie and tell me tell me a Studio Ghibli film that I haven't mentioned in here. Maybe I haven't watched it. Maybe I don't know about it. I will find that. I will find it and watch it. Oh, I love them. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on the flip side, and stay fabulous.